Hi everyone, Ray here, and today I'm going to be unboxing one of the most anticipated game, which is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have pre-ordered every single item available, so I have the Pro Controller, the Nintendo Switch OLED, the carrying case, the collector's edition, and of course, the Amiibo. So without further delay, let's get started. Here we start with the Pro Controller. The moment I saw this available for pre-order, it looks very familiar, which is kinda disappointing. I have a habit of keeping everything intact as much as possible. I used to open all my controller on the top and breaking the seal, but there's other way to unbox it. I normally unbox it on the bottom so it doesn't destroy the top. So I just pop it open like this. And then I just pull the item out. That way, you still keep the top intact. Just for the display purposes, I like to display all my controllers sometimes. I put everything inside as much as possible. And if you just put it back like this side flap in first, then this way, and just tuck one in like that. You can see it. Just tuck it right there and you can hear it pop. And then tuck this last part in. Just wiggle it a little bit and there you have it. It's look in the mint condition and it's perfect for display. That's how I unbox my controller. And let's open up the controller. This comes with the USB cable. The first thing I saw this, it looks so familiar and I'm kind of disappointed because I really want them to make this pure gold. The design of the controller could have been improved by incorporating the same theme as the OLED Joy-Con or the dock. A white base with gold decals would have given it sleek and sophisticated look. Unfortunately, the current design is closely resembled to the Super Smash Bros. Or the Monster Hunter Pro Controller. Alternatively, they could have opted for a design similar to the Skyward Sword Wiimote, which is entirely gold for a bold and striking appearance. The Pro Controller has undergone minimal changes, with the noticeable differences in the updated logo at the back of the controller. Honestly, in my opinion, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 controller is still hands down the best out there. The design is unique and you can tell right off the bat it's Xenoblade. The colors is much different. This didn't have the same level of coolness and excitement in my opinion. So I just wish they put more thought into it. This is a little too basic for me. I still love it, don't get me wrong, but I just wish they could have done a little bit more to make it different. The next thing we'll be unboxing is the carrying case. This includes one screen protector for each model, one for the OLED and the Nintendo Switch. I'm not really using protectors, so I'm just gonna pop it back in. The carrying case has a sleeker design that I'm really loving. I love the black on black theme that gives us a little bit more mature, sophisticated vibe that sets apart from the other cases. Compared to the Sheikah Slate design of Breath of the Wild, this case is more stylish and understated feel to it. It doesn't come across as trying too hard or overly flashy. I'm actually going to replace my previous carrying case to this. I'm really loving the minimalistic design, but it still managed to capture the essence of the game. The circle patterns on the case represents the aerial aspect of the game, and the logo is the Ultra Hand that replaces the Sheikah Slate. I keep accidentally calling it God Hand for some reason. Next we'll be unboxing the Nintendo OLED. This is my fourth OLED. I'm still missing the Splatoon 3 OLED in my collection. I'm not really in a rush of getting it, but I'll be getting it possibly soon. You guys probably seen a million unboxing for this console already, and I did feature this on my shorts, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I was blown away by its beautiful design. featuring the intricate details and the gorgeous color. As soon as you open it, you're greeted by these stunning Joy-Cons. So let's start with these. The Joy-Cons have incredibly sleek design. I really love the gold finish. And I really wish that the Pro Controller had the same theme. The left Joy-Con represents the land and the right Joy-Con represents the sky portion of the game. My first impression about seeing Tears of the Kingdom was it's perfectly captured the essence of both Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. The Joy-Cons themselves has true artwork. I really love the design, the attention to detail is simply mesmerizing. And I have a feeling that these are clues in the game because of the symbol. I'll show you guys later what I meant. So take a note of this symbol. I'll come back to this later. I do have concern that this might come off over time. It's worth noting that they could potentially wear down with frequent use. Then we have the OLED itself. The back, it's plain black with the circle design that represents the aerial part of the game. One of the standout features of the OLED model is undoubtedly the dock. In my opinion, this is one of the best designed docks Nintendo has released so far. The white and the gold combination perfectly represent the Legend of Zelda franchise and add a touch of elegance in overall design. The gold accents are particularly eye-catching. Details on the dock are simply breathtaking. The dock is a true artwork and perfectly complements the stunning design of the console. This is not just a functional accessory, it's a piece of art that any fan of the franchise would be proud to display it in their home. I'm really thrilled about the Nintendo has made the OLED model for Tears of the Kingdom widely available to fans. It's frustrating to see that Scalpers is trying to charge 3 times its prices for limited edition consoles, so it's really great to see that everyone has a chance to own this console at a fair price. However, as someone who has been collecting for a while, I can attest the fact that limited edition console like this often become sought after over time and increases value. So just like the 2DS XL or the Majora's Mask 3DS XL, these consoles can become more expensive and harder to find. So if you're a Legend of Zelda fans or new to collecting, consider getting this console. I highly recommend getting it while it's still available. Next, I'll be unboxing the Collector's Edition. This is one of the heaviest Collector's Edition for the Legend of Zelda, and I'm really excited, so let's just dive into it. As a longtime fan of Legend of Zelda franchise, I've been eagerly waiting for the release of this Collector's Edition, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. First off, let's talk about the packaging. The Collector's Edition of the game has a simple design on the front cover. The back has an interesting design that hints what's going to happen in the game. What I can see here, Ganondorf steals Zelda's tears, and if you watch the trailer that Nintendo released, you'll see that each character has their own tears. It's pretty intriguing concept. So let's start opening this up. So we'll start with the steel poster, which is a first from Nintendo, which is pretty exciting. The box for the poster itself, design that depicts the battle in the ruins, which suggests that it may be referencing a historical battle that took place before the events of Tears of the Kingdom. It's a very cool concept. Then we have an embossed gold lettering on the side. And they added a cover to protect the poster, which I really appreciate that a lot. I always try to be super careful when unboxing my collector's edition. I don't want to accidentally rip or damage anything. Here we have a magnet that keeps the tissue in place. I'm guessing you can also use this magnet for display, but I'm keeping this inside the box. It looks like if you put this steel poster in a humid environment, it might develop rust. From what I can tell from this steel poster, the middle section of the mat looks pretty familiar. Taking a closer look of this poster, it looks like a map. The area on the left appears to be the desert region. It's possible that this could be the Gerudo tribe is located. From what I can tell on the middle section of the map, it looks like it's very similar to the block area surrounded Ganon in the Breath of the Wild. So I'm guessing this is probably where Ganondorf is located. Lastly, I'm thinking the 2 regions in the upper part of the map could be the aerial regions, where you might be able to find the Rito village and of course I could be wrong, but it's always fun to speculate. But what's inside is even better. Here we have the sleek steelbook case. The artwork on the case is just beautiful as the box. It's got this really cool design that shows off the ancient ruin of Hyrule. You can also see the 7 tiers, which I'm guessing you need to find in the game. The 7 tiers kinda makes sense because there's 7 main characters. We have the 4 descendants of the champions, and of course we have Zelda, Link, and Ganondorf. This also reminds me a lot of the 7 stages, just like the Ocarina of Time, when you have to find 7 medallions to complete the game. So I really like the reference of the older games in the steelbook alone. Maybe they'll talk about more about the history. Next is the Not For Sale games, which is indication is a part of Collector's Edition. We have the set of collectible pins. Looking at these pins, it seems that each represents a different defined piece from the game. It's possible that these pins can also represent the areas or the items that you need to obtain in order to progress through the game, such as the Rook's Protection or Mipha's Grace. However, I like to go back to the Joy-Con symbol that I mentioned earlier. This symbol does not seem to be apart from the pin set, which could be possibly mean that there are 2 more divine beings. It's also possible that these symbols are clues that have been right in front of us the whole time. For example, the bird circling around is an indication that there is a shrine nearby. It's a clue that's been sitting right underneath our noses that we never really realized. And of course, this is my speculation at this point, but it's definitely an exciting thing to think about. Next up, we have the art book featuring the concept art design of the game. This is something I always love to see included in Collector's Edition, as it gives a glimpse into a creative process behind the game. The art book included in the Collector's Edition is up to the usual quality standard that we've come to expect from Nintendo. The cover features an embossed design that is both eye-catching and intricate, while the hardcover give a really sturdy and premium feel to it. What's really impressive is that Nintendo has consistently delivering this same level of quality across their Collector's Edition, such as the Xenoblade Chronicles series, Bayonetta 3, and the Fire Emblem series. It's really great to see that they're not cutting corners or sacrificing the quality when it comes to their Collector's Edition, which makes them more valuable to collectors and fans alike. Overall, I have to say that Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition is definitely worth the investment to any Zelda fans. The packaging and the content are top-notch, and it's clear that a lot of care and attention to detail went to creating this Collector's Edition. Lastly, we have the Link Amiibo, which feature his iconic Hylian tunic and the Ultra Hand. The attention to detail of this Amiibo is remarkable, with every fine detail of his outfit perfectly captured, from the intricate stitching on his tunic to the ornate belt buckle. Overall, all these pre-orders for Tears of the Kingdom is shaping up to the impressive packages for the fans of Legend of Zelda series. With the high-quality Collector's Edition, a beautifully designed Nintendo Switch OLED, and a detailed Amiibo, it's clear that Nintendo has put a lot of effort into making this edition something truly special. That's it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you missed my entire collection of Legend of Zelda, I'll pop it right over here. And if you missed my entire collection of Super Mario, I'll pop it right over here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and turn on that notification so you don't miss a single video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.